Cristiano Ronaldo makes very difficult Lionel Messi claim with time running out. Cristiano Ronaldo's deal with Al Nassr and the Portugal legend has been asked about the prospect of playing against Inter Miami star Lionel Messi before the end of his career. Cristiano Ronaldo has not ruled out playing alongside longtime rival Lionel Messi before the end of his career, but has admitted it would be very difficult to do so, with time running out. The former Real Madrid and Manchester United superstar is set to see his contract with Al Nassr expire at the end of the month. Both Ronaldo, 40, and Messi, 37, are likely in the twilight years of their careers, with the former playing in the Saudi Pro League and the latter in Major League Soccer with Inter Miami. Nevertheless, Ronaldo finished as top goal scorer in his division, while Messi has 10 goals in his 12 starts this season. Seeing the GOAT contenders playing in the same colors appears unlikely, even with Ronaldo possibly eyeing a fresh move, however. Although, the ex-Juventus sharpshooter did find some interest from Argentina ahead of the Club World Cup in the United States. It is clear Ronaldo has respect for the nation and his adversary, however. Asked about the prospect, Ronaldo provided a thoughtful answer. "You know, I had a lot of affection for Argentina. My wife is from there," Ronaldo replied. "I have already been invited to play in the Club World Cup for an Argentine club." It is clear Ronaldo has respect for the nation and his adversary, however. Asked about the prospect, Ronaldo provided a thoughtful answer. "You know, I have a lot of affection for Argentina. My wife is from there," Ronaldo replied. "I have already been invited to play in the Club World Cup for an Argentine club." You never know. The time is there. I am already 40 years old, but you never know. But I think it is very difficult. I have never been to Argentina. I want to go. I have a lot of affection for the Argentines. And I have affection for Messi. We were rivals for many years, but I have already said that we were in that scenario for 15 years. And I remember that before he didn't speak any English. I don't know if he does now. And I translated for him when they explained to us what we had to do at a gala. I have affection for him. He has always treated me well and respected me as I respect him. I find it very difficult, but you never know. With less than a month remaining on Ronaldo's deal, there has been no shortage of speculation over his next step. To some degree, there was an expectation a deal would be set up to see him play in the Club World Cup. But Ronaldo has now suggested the possibility of that is now over. It's irrelevant. At this moment, it doesn't make sense to talk about other things other than the national team, he said. There have been a lot of contacts. I see things that make sense, others that don't. As the other guy says, you can't go to everything. You have to think short, medium, and long term. It's a decision that has practically been made on my part, which is not to go to the Club World Cup, but I've had a lot of invitations. In the history of football, there are few rivalries, if any, that match the magnitude of Cristiano Ronaldo versus Lionel Messi. For nearly 2 decades, these two giants have ruled the sport like modern-day gladiators in opposing arenas. With every goal, every trophy, every award ceremony, they etched themselves deeper into the game's soul. Two names spoken in the same breath, endlessly debated, eternally compared. But even legends are bound by time. As the years have passed, the rivalry has changed. What once unfolded on the grandest stages, Champions League nights, El Clasico firestorms, and Golden Ballon d'Or galas, has slowly shifted into a new phase. No longer are they opponents on the same field, pushing each other week after week. Ronaldo now plays in Saudi Arabia with Al Nassr, captivating a new part of the footballing world, while Messi shines in the United States with Inter Miami, redefining soccer's rise in North America. Though both continue to perform at elite levels, the curtain is quietly drawing on a football chapter we may never see again. Recently, in an interview that sent ripples through the football community, Cristiano Ronaldo was asked the question so many fans have pondered. Will you face Lionel Messi again before the end? His answer was simple but heavy. It's very difficult to happen. Our paths are different now. In those words, Ronaldo gave voice to something millions have tried to deny. Time is running out. This wasn't just a comment. It was a moment of rare vulnerability from a man known more for his fierce ambition than emotional openness. Ronaldo, the ultimate competitor, was acknowledging that the rivalry that defined his career may never get its final act. No last battle, no symbolic handshake at midfield, no encore. For fans, it was heartbreaking. Because theirs was not just a rivalry of numbers, it was a story of contrast. Messi, the magical playmaker with a low center of gravity, weaving through defenders like poetry in motion. Ronaldo, the machine-like goal scorer, a symbol of raw athleticism, power, and relentless discipline. They were opposites in almost every way, and yet so similar in one. They made the world believe in greatness. Over 60 matches against each other, over 1,500 combined goals, more than a dozen Ballon d'Ors split between them. But beyond stats and accolades, Ronaldo and Messi gave fans the gift of watching history unfold in real time. Every generation has its heroes, Pelé, Maradona, Zidane, but few have been blessed to witness two legends battling side by side for such an extended time. And now, as their careers near the end, the footballing world is coming to terms with the truth. We may have already seen the last of them together on the pitch. There will be no neatly scripted ending, no final El Clasico, no farewell duel on a global stage, just the echo of past cheers, the footage replayed on highlight reels, and the memories burned into the hearts of millions. But maybe that's the beauty of it. Because Ronaldo and Messi never needed a final showdown to prove anything. Their rivalry was never about one moment. It was about 1,000 moments. It was about how they pushed each other to greater heights. When Messi scored a hat trick, Ronaldo answered with 4. When Ronaldo lifted a Champions League trophy, Messi chased it the next year. They didn't just dominate, they inspired. They made each other better, and they made the sport better. Cristiano Ronaldo's words may have closed the door on a final chapter, but they opened something more profound, a reflection on just how lucky we've all been. To have lived through the greatest football rivalry of all time, to have debated, celebrated, and even cried over it. And most of all, to have witnessed greatness on both sides, greatness that may never come again. So whether you were Team Messi or Team Ronaldo, today we are all just fans. Fans of an era, fans of a rivalry, fans of two players who redefined what's possible. Time may take them off the pitch, but their legacy, that lives forever.